What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We have just finished up the Cruze, and as soon as I do a walk around of this, I'm going to show you the new project car, another Copart rebuild. Since this one's finished up, it's going to go to the salvage inspection this week, and I think it'll pass no problem. But we'll do a quick walk around, show you all the details. It's not perfect, but it's looking pretty good. Then we get to see the new project, which I'm really excited about. Well, as you can see, the outside is not completely painted yet or anything like that. We're going to make sure it passes the salvage inspection before we get it painted, just in case there's any issues or something that we got to take apart. Make sure that it's good and roadworthy, all of those things before we spend the money on the paint. But as you can see, still don't have the marker lights down there yet. We're going to do that here soon, and missing some little plastic pieces. This door we're going to send to the body shop. We decided not to replace it or anything like that. It just needs a little bit of Bondo, a little bit of work there on it, and it should be all good. We actually just switched out the wheels. As you can see, it has the bigger LTZ wheels on it. And we put them on the car that's going to be sold, which is that Cruze over there. We have not switched out the interior yet from that one. We're going to do that. If you didn't watch my other video, you'll see that this one has nice brown leather. I don't know if you can see or not, but this one's just a cloth interior, more of a base car. And we want to put the nice brown leather interior in it, but we're going to wait until after the inspection is done. Up in the front, you can see that most of our body panel gaps came out pretty good. A little bit of damage here on the hood, which is going to have to get repaired. This headlight might be sitting just a little bit further in than the factory one over here. This is the side that it was hit on, but overall, man, we're pretty happy. This is all looking pretty good up through there. This is sticking up a little bit because a tape measure got shoved in there when the hood was shut, and popped it up a little bit. And yeah. Very happy with the outcome on it. All right, now that we got the overview of the Copart Cruze done, side note, if you haven't seen my plow truck, or my brother and I's plow truck, it's broken down. The plow welds down underneath just broke off and then shoved the plow up through the radiator and everything. So that's not great. All right, but now it's time to take a look at the new Copart project. And remember, I'm excited about this one. We have got a 2016 Buick Regal Turbo. This is a fully loaded little Regal, tan interior. We'll look at that in a second. But beautiful car, only 21,000 miles. It's basically brand new. The only part that doesn't look brand new is walking around to the front here, where you can see that it took a pretty good little lick to the front. As you can tell, we need some new headlights. We need the new bumper support there. That actually was on. That's the only work we've done to the car so far, is just pulled that bumper support off. And if you look, you can see that these frame rails are both pointing to the passenger side, but we have some good news about that. Interestingly enough about these frame rails is that they actually are a separate section in the front here, and the actual frame rail back behind is not bent at all. It is just these front extension pieces that actually are bent. So shouldn't be a big deal. They should pop right back where they're supposed to, and not be really of an issue at all. The radiator support is all pretty much straight. We don't see any issues. It's not hit here at all. It was just hit directly front and center. Even the AC condenser and radiator seem to be okay. I think there's some stuff dripping there, but I think that's just from the rain outside. Might be some radiator fluid. But we'll have to take a look at that, make sure that everything is good. Washer, all that stuff is good. And as we move to the interior here, you'll see that pretty much not all of the airbags blew, but like a lot of the airbags blew. All of the top ones obviously blew. That one did, but the passenger side didn't, which is the important thing, because then we don't have to pull out the entire dash. So, probably a new headliner. All the airbags for the ceiling and the driver's one should be good. But the interior is, there's a broken plastic piece right there. But the interior looks and smells like brand new. Let's start it up here, see how it goes. But like I said, fully loaded, pretty much all the options here, all the steering wheel, all the leather is pretty much new. No big issues. Only warning light is for the airbags. Everything else is good. And let's see if we can get to where the miles are here. 21,296 miles on it. And the engine sounds nice and quiet. The 2-liter turbo. We did take it out on the road a little bit. Transmission shifts good power. I actually like these little 2.0 turbo engines. But the exciting part is that this isn't the only new Copart car that we got. Let's take a ride up to the top. Up that way. Top of the driveway. And see the other one. Alright. And now just so you can see that this really does run and drive, this airbag is... We gotta cut the airbags out here in a minute. Just so you can see that it does run and drive good, everything, I'll take this up to the top to take a look at the other new vehicle. The other one I'm not as excited about, I'm gonna be honest. The other one is kind of a piece of junk. But you'll see why it makes sense in a minute. This one also came with a half a tank of fuel, which, by the way, if you're ever at an auction and you see a vehicle with fuel in it, go ahead and just skip that vehicle, because there's a reason that vehicle's there with a full tank of fuel or anything more than just over empty. Oh, got the dog. Hold on a second. He needs to go back down to the house. All right, we got the dog back to the house, and look right there. It's a twin. We got another Buick Regal that was vandalized and is in pretty rough shape. We were told that it had like 20-some thousand miles on it as well, but they must have been Baja miles, because this thing is rough inside and pretty much inside and out. But ultimately it had the headlights and the airbags and all of that stuff that we needed, so it made more sense to pick this one up as well and do that. But it was, we didn't know any of the details. It was not a run and drive lot, so just kind of buy it and hope for the best. It does not have a transmission. That's one of the things somebody stole from it, is transmission, but the engine's there, so that's good news. But here's the inside. You'll see that the entire radio, all of those things are taken. It's just generally disgusting, dirty, everything like that inside. But I mean, the seats will clean up, but still, it was a smoker car. Just overall not that nice, but will work for our purposes. This guy also has like brand new tires on it, so that part's good. So anyways, we got a whole parts car basically to fix up this Regal and get it back on the road. Yeah, I don't see any reasons why this thing's going to be a problem at all, but I really love these cars. I've always liked them. I thought they were just a cool little, mid-size car. Go subscribe to the channel right now so you make sure you get your updates on these cars. We're going to be working on them here. Actually, I'm going to be working on it today, but it's going to come in another video just because it's going to be too much for one. So look for that coming up here this week. And hey, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.